if I know what's going on with the SBA, but once again, they are putting up every roadblock possible to delay or prevent millions of eligible small businesses from receiving the emergency fund they so desperately need and are legally entitled to. Why? Because of government bureaucracy and incompetence. That's why. So what is going on? When will we get our $10,000 EIDL grants and that $5,000 bonus? What about the increased loan options? All this and more in today's video. Hello and welcome to Stephen Carlson Show. I'm Stephen Carlson. I'm a tech entrepreneur, real estate investor, author, YouTuber, paramedic, and Bonnie and Clyde are hanging out on the back deck by the pool. Now, I know I've said this before, but the only way we are going to get our $10,000 EIDL grants and the possibility of that $5,000 bonus is by standing together and making our voices heard. Please make sure you comment down below with the hashtag #TeamEIDL. It really helps. And share this video everywhere on your social media accounts. Tag your local news stations, your politicians, and demand that someone in DC finally get off their ass and save all of our small businesses before we go out of business. And of course, before I go any further, very quick reminder. As my regulars will already know, I have a team of outstanding lawyers that I keep chained up in the basement. But wait, they're not chained up in the basement. I live in Florida now. We don't have a basement. So I guess they're chained up by the pool. Seems like a bit of an upgrade. Anyways, the problem with these lawyers is they get a little bit rowdy whenever I make a video, and the only way to calm these stinking lawyers down is to give a quick disclaimer. The opinions on this video are exactly that. They're opinions. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor, so this is not legal or tax advice. You get the point. Also, while I have you here, please support the channel and deposit $100 in Webull using the link down below. You'll get 2 free stocks and you'll support the channel. Gives me more dog bones for Bonnie and Clyde, and they really appreciate that. Of course, if you don't really like stock investing, then you could check out the other pinned video below where you can get the equivalent of 40 free lottery tickets every single week. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to today's information on EIDL. As I covered earlier in the week, the SBA portal was updated with a blue button to request additional funds. But for many, this button is just not there or not working. Officially, the SBA sources claim that to be on the list and have this magical little button working, you must have already sent in an email request a few weeks ago asking for the increase. I covered that all in a previous video, and the link will be down below. But in summary, that email needed to have your business information, your loan information, etc. Remember, it's in that other video, so just check it out. But sending that email would get you on this magic list. The problem is there have been many people that never sent in that email that have the blue button, and there's been plenty of people that have sent in the email that don't have the blue button, so who really knows? Then on top of that, those that do have the blue button, including myself at one time, but I'll get to that in a second, have been having a ton of problems with the portal. In my case, initially the portal showed the blue button. After clicking on it, they ask you 2 simple questions. The first is, have there been any significant changes to the status of your business? Like, did I sell it? Did I get new partners, investors, etc.? The second was, what was the tax form that I used when I filed my taxes? That was it. Pretty simple. Answer the 2 questions in like a minute. Now, some businesses also had a follow-up question where the SBA was asking you to authorize the IRS to give them a copy of your tax returns. If that happened, which happened for me, you just need to sign that DocuSign, and then you should be able to move on to the next step. The next step is this mythical slider that allowed you to choose the amount of money that you were asking for. The problem with me is when I tried to use that slider, I was instantly kicked out of the system with an error, and then it logged me out. When I logged back in, the blue button was gone, the slider was gone, nothing was there. It just was the portal that I had months ago. Nothing had changed. I'd contacted the SBA multiple times, and every single time I just got back a form letter that just basically said, Stephen, you're obviously an idiot because the SBA is perfect, and any problem you're having with the portal is obviously user error. The problem is I know many of you guys are having the exact same problem. And then there's others like what Jason is reporting on his channel that are having slightly different problems with the portal.
We all heard the SBA said, don't wait for the email, just go on in and sign up, request more funds. Some of you got outrageous loan offers, up to 7 times what you got last year. But as soon as you hit that button, a few hours later, sometime around 3 a.m. on Thursday, the 22nd, some of you on Friday morning, the 23rd, you were declined, including me. No email. No warning, no explanation. According to the American Rescue Plan, the SBA by law is supposed to pay you within 21 days or decline you with reason. meaning you're supposed to get an email. I didn't get an email. I've done 2-3 polls right now on YouTube and Twitter. Almost 4,000 people have been sampled, and 63% got declined last Thursday and Friday without warning, with no email, no explanation. A lot of the folks are saying, well, I got an email. Yeah, you were already in the system. You had already applied. You're already in reconsideration. Anybody who was outside of that, which are millions of people, in my opinion, 5 million of the 9 million that applied, the minute they asked for more money, 63%, in fact, almost 2/3, you were declined for the targeted EIDL advance. And I believe it's because of what I said before. The Tier 2 agents, who you can call 24 hours a day now, 800-659-2955, good luck getting an answer on, well, I've been sitting in my approved status now for the last 2 months. When are you going to pay me? You'll just have to be patient, sir. We're going in the order of receipt. My fucking ass, they're going in the order. There are people that got paid 6 or 7 weeks ago that applied a month after the damn thing opened up. They're not going in order. So again, it's the same thing for a year, isn't it? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You get a gigantic loan offer. They take away the $10,000 without warning, without explanation, which is a violation of the law.
So what's the situation? Why is the blue button not working? And why do people not even have the blue button? And why is the SBA mass declining millions of small businesses for the targeted EIDL advance? Remember, that's the pretty new term for that $10,000 that they initially promised all of our small businesses a year ago. Well, this is getting old and I'm getting really sick of it. We are all now at the point where we must realize that the SBA and the government as a whole just don't give up about us. They keep promising us everything and saying, don't worry, we'll tax the riches of the rich. And then we find out that the richest of the rich just get richer, and all of us, we keep getting shafted. Speaking of politicians going on the news and promising us everything and promising to tax the richest of the rich, I'm working on a full breakdown video that will go over the good and the bad of President Biden's speech from last night. You should expect that video coming out soon. Now let's get back to EIDL. We expect to see Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer introducing some new proposals for small business funding as early as tomorrow. That's Friday, April 30th. But who knows? I think this could be just more empty promises from DC from both political parties, with little actual substance to any of it. So what do you guys think? What is the status of your EIDL grant or your EIDL loan? What do you guys feel about President Biden's proposal? And finally, do you think we will ever get back to normal with our small businesses, or have things changed forever? Comment down below and let me know. Thanks very much for watching. Please make sure you click like and subscribe. Doing so really helps YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it, as do Bonnie and Clyde that once again are hanging out by the pool with those evil lawyers. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.